Let's see. I think we're on episode 27. That's where we're at. Yeah.
This is 26, no?
27. Nope.
Oh,
This
it's
is
27? Okay.
yeah. Hey guys, we're back here with Lost Hombres again. Me and Charlie. Let's just get all set up here.
With Stormus.
And there we go. All right. I guess that's kind of like more
Para el
in
mico.
the middle. There we go. Anyways, welcome back again, Lost Hombres. Tell me how you've been doing these days and what's going on with your life. What's new with you?
That's basically I'm opening a lot of stuff, bro. I was able to open my chakras.
Nice.
I found out that I was afraid to like fail, and after I just accepted that I can feel, I opened up the what is it called? It was the the third and the fourth. I was able to open it because they were like a little like stuck in here, so I was able to open again. I think.
Yeah, willpower and love are very important
Mhm.
for that process, especially. I mean, because if you're in survival mode, you can't function.
Yeah.
If you can't manage your emotions, you can't function. If you have no will, you can't function, and so then you can't have love because you can't feel the other things. So yeah. All right, cool. So what do you feel like helped you unlock that next door, you could call it, or that next phase?
The next phase right now, I feel again that I'm on the wave, just going in.
Mm-hmm.
Basically because when I find out that I was stuck in the third and the fourth, I was like aware of everything, but I was aware like still holding on the wheel. I couldn't like let it go. So because I was able like to feel and everything and take out all that stuck energy, I was able to again like let go of the wheel and just be myself again. Because I was overthinking again. Yeah, I found out myself that I wasn't a thing because I was afraid of me, and because I let it go, I was able like to fight it again.
Yeah, we were talking about like this. We've been trying to do like work on like the being accountable for
Mm-hmm.
understanding like our worth, understanding like that we limit ourselves, understanding that we are the ones that focus on other people's thoughts. We allow others to influence our thoughts. So that's what's really bringing us down.
Yeah,
Is our acceptance of these people's negativity, our acceptance of the other thoughts of us, right? So that's really what's bringing us down.
talking about that, that's how brujeria works, or witchcraft, how do you want to like to call it? Uh, we can say in this podcast that there is no brujo, witchcraft that can guarantee 100% job. There's no such thing.
Mm-hmm.
Why? The question is because people who don't believe in that are the less ones that get affected on those kind of works. Because I have friends, and one of the friends told me like they were trying to do like a love spell for a person, and they tried like 3 4 times, and the guy don't fall off because the guy didn't believe in that, and because he didn't put like a thought in there, even if he had the work in there, he's not putting a thought on that thing. And why? Because he's trusting himself. He know who it is, and the witchcraft cannot like bring him down. I always tell everyone that witchcraft is not like a thing like a vela, like this one's like a vela. It's more like a projection and like a thought, like a command. If you're gonna put it on that person and you think your worth is more than that person, then you can win over there and you can make them fall in love with you without the thing.
Best way to think of like brujeria is like a rumor.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're not gonna feel the effect of the rumor immediately, but that rumor could spread,
Mm-hmm.
just like energy,
Yeah.
and just like a virus. So it starts to spread,
Mm-hmm.
and so it's not like that moment's gonna cause like this thing. It's gonna spread just as much as that moment of life happens instantaneously, but over time you spread into the being you become.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's really what the magic is. It's like a snowball. Like you start the process and it becomes something greater than itself.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when you manifest it into reality.
No,
so just one word can become greater than itself.
Yeah, it's because the thing we don't know, it's we are really old souls most of the time. Everyone, that's where our power comes from. Some souls they can come from another universe. Some souls they can be over here and then they want to learn something, or they don't understand some rules and they want to learn something.
I'll explain it this way. Think about it this way. So when the world wipes out, when there's a great flood or something, a reset, let's call it a reset. You're down to a smaller amount of what?
Numbers of
people, right? Okay. So now you're down to a smaller amount of people. That means everybody in the future comes from who?
From over there, from the universe.
Though only from who? those people.
Those people.
So everybody born after a great wipe only comes from the people that what are still there.
Yeah.
So all the sins of those people, all the generational curses only come from the people that are left over after a reset.
Yeah, the karma.
Exactly. So karma almost like is the same process, right?
Sure.
Like, all right, guys, you have a second chance here. What kind of civilization are you going to do? Are you going to fuck it all up or are you going to ascend?
Mm-hmm.
Like you are resetting. So that means everybody that's alive right now is from a surviving tribe of the Great Reset.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Every time.
Mm-hmm.
So that's really what it comes down to is that we're all in the generational trauma from when the reset happens and God gives the humans an opportunity to get into, connect with the land again.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, here you go.
We can talk about how witchcraft works. According to a spiritual world, our bodies don't get sick. It's the stock energy that we had in there, and that's why we had to stop it, and that's why we have to feel the sickness. But in reality, there's no sickness. It's us taking out the bad energy inside us. So when COVID started, they were saying a lot of people die. But on the spiritual world, they were saying that it was more like a mass hysteria thing, and people they were like dying because they got suggested that they had the COVID and they couldn't breathe. So more people got suggested died more often than the ones that they had really COVID.
Well, yeah, it's like more people die from the stampede than the actual fire.
And because they had the mass hysteria, they thinking that COVID never existed. It was more like an energy stuck on all those people that they were started like they couldn't control it. And that's the truth that they were talking about on the spiritual world, and they're talking about that it's more like we don't get diseases. The disease is like it's an energy that
it's dis-ease.
Mm-hmm. That's why people that they're really good, they get cancer because they activate the cancer by accident, and it's that energy. And
it's not by accident. There's always intent, but they're unaware of the intent. So it's lack of awareness, but I wouldn't say it's by accident.
No, and another
they're saying it, right?
Yeah, they're saying it. Another witchcraft. I always think, and they teach me that opportunities, they're like a little kid or like a cat. If you look for the cat, what's going to happen? The cat's going to get away because the cat will get to you when they want to get with you. But if you don't pay attention to the cat, what happens? They start to looking for attention. So there was like there was a poker game, and this novice old guy, he didn't have no experience, and he got the first place. And on the second trial, on the same next year, he played again, and he got the first place. On the third one, when he won the third one, they asked him, "What is your secret?" And you know what he said? "I'll tell the universe I don't want to win." And what happened? Because they don't have the thing, the universe is like, "I'm gonna let the wheel go and see what happens." That's why he always win.
That's the heart of the cards.
Yeah.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
The heart of the cards.
And that's more example. And we can put a lot of examples how witchcraft works, but most likely it's over here.
It's here.
Aquí.
It's not here. Yeah.
No? I'll tell you.
You need here.
Okay.
Because that's where magic's at. It's the middle. This helps you focus.
Yeah.
Right? But this helps you create. And so you need both. Mm-hmm. Creativity requires flow and requires focus.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
precision.
You're right. Precisions.
And that's creativity, is precise. Mm-hmm.
No, you're absolutely right. That's because they always tell me like put this one over here.
That's your third eye.
But
you need it to see all reality. So there's 3 levels of consciousness.
Mm-hmm.
There's subconscious, there's conscious, and there's superconscious.
Mm-hmm.
Subconscious is your feelings.
Yeah.
So subconscious is, like when you get an itch in your body.
Yeah.
You didn't choose for that to happen. It just what?
It happened.
And if you don't itch it,
it's gonna like hurt, or it's
gonna bother you, right?
Yeah.
But you didn't choose for that to bother you.
No.
But it will.
See.
But that's your subconscious telling you what? Hey, this sucks. Do something about it.
Yeah.
I don't like it. But you have to what?
To go in.
You have to choose to take care of it.
Yeah.
It won't do it by what?
By itself.
It can't.
It
needs you.
Yeah, it needs you.
But it will take care of what? Your breathing, your heart, your enzymes changing and going through everything, your pancreas. You don't have to think of any of those. You have to be conscious of what?
Over here.
Any of that. So the computer right now,
mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
So right now it's stable, right?
Yeah,
But underneath it, what's happening?
it's a lot of things going on. Yeah,
Like this is literally connecting to the internet, which is connecting to a data server, which is
putting it
so all that has to be happening just for what?
just to do a little
Just to
podcast.
have this image.
Yeah,
So how much chaos has to be happening below for this to be stable
like
above?
a millions one and zeros.
And that's what we get to benefit from the subconscious.
Because we don't.
That's
see
like the quantum realm. That's the crazy realm. But
Yeah.
it just does it on its own.
You
It
need
has to be perfectly tuned to what?
Yeah.
To do it all.
Yeah.
Right? So that way we don't have to focus on those things.
See,
That's why when you're dreaming, you don't have to think about rendering reality. Does it what?
it does itself. Yeah, because it's subconsciousness. Yeah, we focus on only over here.
That's why every door you open in your dream, what?
It's like putting like a background app on the phone, right? Yeah, it's a background thing. Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
put it
It's
in
all the
background.
background stuff happening right now.
And we overload the background. We can focus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. No, yeah, that's energy. Yeah, you're right.
So also subconscious is when you get a new car and you notice everybody has that car now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Because you are more conscious of that now.
yeah, because
You
can
notice it now.
You know, there's a job that it calls rompimiento de lazos. But we find out that you can break those bonds with the agreements that you make on yourself, on your conscious agreements and your subconscious agreements. Sometimes we make promises by ourselves because we have like a mistake, and we make like a pact between ourselves that I'm not gonna do it anymore because I don't want to get it. I want to get it, not no danger or no things. And we start creating pacts consciously and subconsciously, and we take it all together. When we're talking about backgrounds, I think that what happens with a lot of people, that's why we have a lot of issues, because they make a lot of promises and they subconsciously and consciously, and because they have a lot of things they can close and they know how to close it because they didn't remember it.
I call that being spiritually, mentally, and physically fat.
Okay.
Because think about it this way. If you keep eating all that food you ate, your body needs to what? At some point, process it. And if you keep eating more, then it's like adding more paperwork to your what?
To your tummy.
So your body is literally having to work to what?
To get it out.
Yeah. And so every time you keep adding more food, you're actually adding more what?
More problem.
More work.
Yeah,
so
more work.
It can't process all that food because you're not letting it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what about mentally? What if you have too many thoughts and you're not processing out each one, like getting tasks done? Yeah. Then you have like 10 different tasks that you have half what?
Yeah, because you had a lot of junk to process in here.
And so you're mentally fat, which makes you not want to what?
Do nothing.
Exactly. So you're fucking mentally. So one, you're physically fat, which makes you not want to do things. One, you can be mentally fat, where I don't want to do things.
Yeah.
Can you be spiritually fat?
Yeah, you can.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, you can.
Right? I just have no passion.
Mm-hmm.
Like I have too many things I'm working towards and nothing is driving me.
Yeah.
Right. I have too many, like I have this and this and this, and I just can't, like, too many things.
Mm-hmm.
I get over, or I'm around too many negative people or people that are draining my energy, my soul.
And those people change my mindset, and I'm thinking that what I thought it was wrong, it's good, and blah blah blah, and I don't feel good because I'm not following myself and how the rules that we have.
Yeah, so you can be mentally, spiritually, and physically fat.
Yeah.
Until you cleanse.
Yeah.
So you have to complete the task, and as you complete task, you what? You do better at what?
Yeah.
As you cut people off that are spiritually sucking your energy out, the leeches, you what? You start, same thing with feelings. You have to cut out excess food to finally find the right what?
Yeah.
Balance. And you have to let your body, mind, and soul process out excess until you find enough.
No, you're absolutely right. And I think one of the crazy powers that we can get, and we always do, I got to the conclusion that everyone lives a lie. We live in a lie. That's why we call it matrix. Because we're not honest to ourselves, we don't know what powers that we do, because we don't question ourselves. I notice that because we have AI and the chat GPT, we're always looking for the perfect answer. And
actually,
right now,
that's our problem, is that we question ourselves too much.
Really? I thought it was a backwards that we don't do.
We question ourselves too much. How many people already know what they're good at, already have like a good sense, but they don't what?
They don't do it. You know, I was talking with this girl one time, and I told her that sometimes people that they have talent, they get to a point that they are not talented that much because they're lacking experience, and because it's getting harder, they start to like quit on the thing that
Or
they
they
had.
don't even try. They don't even never even try to what? They never even.
No, they not even
Start.
try. Yeah, they not even start because they
It's
think.
like, I always want to play guitar. Why don't you buy one?
Yeah, they make
And
excuses.
they never even bought the guitar.
No, because they're really afraid like to fail, and because you put that energy.
Well, what if the string breaks and I don't know? And see, they're just keep looking for what?
For excuses not to do.
Yes.
Yeah. And I noticed that is a bad energy that stops a lot of people. Yeah, because I don't know why people they want to be perfect.
You know why? Their society has convinced them that if they're not good at it, if they're not naturally born with full on talent, that they're not worthy.
Yeah, and I think because if I was watching an old video when I was 22, and they will tell me like, "Hey, you sound really secure," and I told them, "Yeah, because I was not aware of a lot of stuff, and that was my mistake. Because we have bad things over here, I was overthinking that it got me stuck on doing because I make a pact like I'm gonna play perfect. What is perfect? And I didn't put like a thing like a board that is perfect. I was looking for more and more and more, and I wasn't making an excuse not to do. Yeah, because I was afraid of the comments. I was afraid of the backlash. And why I make an agreement not to post because I didn't want to have backlash.
Exactly. Instead of just letting the universe or God or the higher power just let him work through other people to appreciate what you're doing through your being of self.
Mm-hmm. No, you're absolutely right. And I think we try to control what we can control. For example, my number is 11. And I never saw 11 until I was thinking about when I was telling in the job. And that's how we manifest stuff because we don't see seconds. Ah, you're number 5, no mames. El 5, was here the 5. Aha, you're number 5. You're the goat.
Killed me. And a Capricorn.
Goat. And you're Capricorn. You're the goat number 5, the master 5. Damn, the master 5. Te voy a presentar al Frank. Well, you know what? I'm going to bring Frank one day. He's going to tell us a lot of numerology. He's a really master. He's more master than me.
But yeah, my favorite number was always 5.
Really?
It's just crazy that I even my favorite NASCAR guy was Terry Labonte, which was 5.
Oh,
and so I always liked the number 5 since I was a kid. Always was 5.
Damn. You know, we should
crazy, dude.
We should run the numbers of your kids. I think you have a master number on those kids.
Probably somewhere.
Yeah.
But
Khalil.
Right. Yeah. There's another one. So there's subconscious, so cravings, right?
Cravings, yes, subconscious and conscious. Uh-huh.
So it's cravings, right? You've never when you get a craving, do you pick them?
Yeah,
no, they just what?
They just
happen
to get there.
They get there.
They get
craving.
There. Yeah.
Right. You just have a craving. And so for cravings, you have to go do something to fulfill it, right? That craving. And if you don't, what happens?
Well, you're gonna get frustrated, or you're gonna feel bad.
So you feel bad about something you didn't even decide you wanted. Like you didn't choose to want.
Exactly.
But it still affects you.
Yeah, it's because we get to a higher different levels that we don't get.
So that's your daily quest.
Mm-hmm.
That's your fulfillment of the day.
Yeah. Oh, the daily quest. Yeah.
That's your that's God sending you a quest of the day.
Yeah.
This is what you want.
Yeah.
Okay. Like, here you go. You want to feel fulfilled today? This is what you do.
Yeah.
Okay. This is your mission of the day.
Mm-hmm.
So that's subconscious. Conscious is this realm. But this realm only is here when you're what? You're here.
You're here. Yeah.
This is the only realm that's controlled by Lucifer.
Yeah.
Because the eyes is remember the deceiver is the eyes?
Yeah.
Right?
The deceiver is a lot.
So this world can be very what?
Very bad.
Deceptive. Now, the superconscious and the subconscious are controlled by who?
By us.
The God. God.
Yeah.
And I'll show you how. Watch. So superconscious. This is when people are tripping out.
Okay.
So you could call it manic. You could call it on shrooms. You could just say that you're activating your kundalini.
Mm-hmm.
You could say that a higher power is talking through you or showing you things. Synchronization, noticing, all those things are all from the third eye and above, like that, the spiritual realm, right? The connection realm. This is also how learning works. So you can study all day long, right? And still not understand.
Yeah.
Okay. You could keep studying all day long, a year, and still not what?
No understand.
Because you don't pick understanding.
Yeah. You don't want to pick it.
What is it called? It's called what? It's called when the light bulb what
It lights. It opens.
turns
Yeah,
on.
it
Who turns the light on?
Us.
God.
God.
It's
Oh,
called the
yeah.
what? An epiphany.
Yeah.
So you don't pick that. It just what
It just get there.
happens.
It happens. It get there.
So you don't pick when you know something. You
No.
receive what?
You receive what you
Knowledge.
get. Knowledge. You receive what you get. Yeah, yeah.
So as you're studying, the epiphany just
Yeah.
yep.
That's what happened with
That's
us.
what learning is.
Yeah, inspiration for God.
You don't choose it; it happens to you.
Yeah, it happens to you.
You just have to put yourself in a position where it what?
When it happens.
Yeah, the lightning can strike.
Yeah, yeah. You need to find it. So because sometimes
You need to expose yourself to the possibility of it.
yeah, you know what? Us as musicians, we pick the energy. Sometimes there's people that they like stuff like this, but there's people that are gonna be like, I feel it over here, and they feel it like.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes there's people that they fake it and they're like, no, it's like this, but no, it's like more like putting live, going with the wave. They ask me, what is the element that you go flow with it? Well, depends. If we're talking about music, I think it's gonna be water because I need to flow.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of stuff. But I think we can master the 4 elements.
Because rhythm is masculine, is feminine,
Yeah.
and precision is masculine.
See,
So you have the notes, which is the masculinity,
Mhm.
but you have the femininity, which is the flow.
because it's a
Mhm.
dance, and you have
Yes.
to dance. You have to understand.
Yes. So
Yeah,
it's flow allows for variation,
Mhm.
but masculine or the other one it allows for precision.
Yeah,
So like you have to everything that goes up must come what?
calm down.
And that's masculine.
Yeah,
But the amount is feminine.
feminine. Yeah. See.
Now, how can we look at subconscious, conscious, and superconscious in a spiritual way?
Mhm.
Well, think of stars, right, as subconscious. So
Mhm.
those are all the points. Think of the lines that you connect them with as conscious.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, that's the connection.
Mhm.
And then the story that you tell is superconscious, which is why you have Cancer and
Mhm.
Scorpio and Leo and all these different ones, because that's the superconscious telling you how they're all what.
Together.
But
Yeah.
that's the superconscious.
Yeah. It's
But
really
you
hard.
need the subconscious to have the what pieces to then give the conscious state connection so that you can tell the giant story, the bigger story.
Yeah. You need
That's
to
how they all
recognize-
work.
That's why they call it the IORs, the third eye. It's because we have third eye here. We can see it here because it connects over here. We
Mhm.
don't see the deceiver anymore. We see it now. That's true. Yeah.
Mhm.
You can see now people how they are. And not in a bad way. It's true.
So that's the 3 layers.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Imagine God seeing like programs like, oh, this guy has this. Yeah. Like fun.
Well, actually, do you know the word human being? You broke it down
Hue,
before.
hue,
Remember
hue,
man being,
man.
hue, color.
Yeah.
So that's the software.
Yeah, that's how
Manifester is the hardware,
Yeah,
and then the being is the software.
the software.
I mean
yeah.
the power
The
power
power.
supply.
The power supply. Yeah. The you man.
Hue is your energies.
Yeah. Hue.
That's the 7 chakras.
Yeah.
That's your interface.
Yeah.
So
Man.
that's like when you look at a phone when you're like turning it on.
Yeah, that's like a
It's the iPhone versus Android. Those are the interfaces.
Uh-huh.
But the buttons are still what?
start. Yeah.
The same.
The same.
But if I change the language, it'll look different, but it's still the same what?
The same numbers. Yeah.
Same button, same everything.
They call the in private agreements like they call it the mitote. Yeah.
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 So those are the symbols and everything, right? So that's always going to be the same, but that's individual human, right?
Yeah.
And then you have the second part, which is hardware.
Yeah.
That's the actual phone.
Yeah.
That's the physical component.
That's a body.
That's the body, the
Yeah.
manifester. So woman, manifester with womb,
Yeah.
right? Woman. And then you have being, which is just the essence of existence. So existence controlling a manifester operating through humans. Which is the spectrum of energies.
Yeah.
And that's us.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, yeah, you're absolutely right. That's the whole thing. We are temple. We always get confused with the word temple because we think we need to construct everything, but the true temple is in here. So that's why it's saying lies in the house of God, and you tell lies in yourself. So that's an energy that we need to control. We're just a conduit to project stuff, to tell stuff. That's how we can like create magic or make manifest or deals. I'm gonna tell you something that we do as brujos blancos. If we know we're gonna get attacked with another brujo, we do this. I'm gonna trust in yourself that you're not gonna make nothing, but I'm gonna expose myself in this. But if you do something, we make an agreement that I told you that I'm trusting you. If you break my trust, I have the power to like banish you. That's a deal that even the most strongest people, they can break it because it's a deal. At the end of the day, you need to agree with the deal, because when we get the one that gives us the energy is the one that makes the deal, and if you break it, the one that give you the energy is gonna like give you like a punishment. And what I do, and my master helped me out. Yeah, he gave me a bell. He knocked the bell and he said, "This enchantment. Que lo que le pasa a este muchacho lo protejan, y lo que le quieren intentar que se le regrese a las otras personas no como castigo, sino como un aprendizaje. Que entiendan que no tienen que hacer eso." Ding, 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 ding. And that's, if I believe on that, makes real. Everything that they try me to do, I make like a mirror. I'm gonna like mirror what they have to tell me. Boom, boom, te regresa. And that's how you project protection. That's how you protect. Because if you don't put faith on those words, it's not gonna work.
Yeah.
Porque, por ejemplo, si tú dices, esto va a estar malo, it's gonna taste bad. Because you're already like putting yourself on the mind that it's gonna taste bad. And that's how you can protect yourself with witchcraft. Yeah, but you mean, people, they think they have to say that and enchant it, and that's why we have the oraciones, because it helps us out to project everything, because people, they don't know the value of how to use words. You can say an example, vamos a hacer un cierra caminos. Ah, te voy a cerrar los caminos. But that englows a lot. What do you mean caminos? And work and music and blah. You can close a lot of stuff that you don't want to close. And you got to be careful what words you use. That's why we have the oraciones, because that prevents you to not say nothing that is going to affect anyone else. Yeah. Yeah, and that's the information that we need. That's why we need to have value over words. Because if we don't, we misuse our words, it's what's gonna happen. It's gonna do an opposite side. But like I said, there's no witchcraft that can guarantee that's gonna work, because we don't know the other person how strong it is.
True.
Yeah, and I think you're really strong.
Yeah, the reason I'm strong is because I don't even think about their existence, in the sense that there's no connection between me and them.
No, right.
And so I'm not allowing that connection to exist.
Oh, that's cool.
And so that connection doesn't impact me. Because if I don't give you attention, how can you invade my world?
You can't.
You don't even, it's like the Thanos thing. I don't even know who you are.
It's like the ignorance of blessing. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know who you are. Like, you're not relevant to my story. You know, make yourself relevant, and maybe you'll have an impact. But until then, you don't have an impact on me.
But you know what happened? Because they put a little thought on themselves that they're doing something wrong, we start like fatty. We start to like develop, and
yeah,
that's why they say that COVID, it was not true. It was more like mass hysteria for people.
Well, yeah, they need to see how much they can allow people to allow them to control them.
Yeah.
Especially now, once you understand how bad the system is, once you really understand the degree of how bad the upper system is, you start to realize how much of everything can we truly trust. Because it's pretty bad. So now I have to ask myself, like, I have to study reality at a new level, because everything I've been taught doesn't make sense. And now I have to find what reality really is, so that I can make more sense, and then actually teach people what truth is. Because again, we can't see the lies if we don't even know what the truth is.
You know, there's I started to study the Bible, and I had like a talk with the pastor. The reason I'm going por la teología is because I think Catholics, Christian, and testigos de Jehová is more like una adoctrinación. Siento que las religiones son más una adoctrinación, because when I was talking with this guy, I opened myself that, you know what, I want to go more with the God way. And I told him, but honestly, I have family members that did do witchcraft. And you know what happened? He started to be a judge.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, because in the Bible it says, no se le va a permitir a los brujos al reino del Señor, y que no sé qué tanto. And I was like,
I'm gonna break your mind now. Now that we brought up the Bible.
All right, go for it.
Good. Now you brought up. It's like you went right to where I need you to go.
Yeah, that's why.
I'm gonna break down the story of Jesus and what it really means to you. So we get away from what they want Jesus to be, and what Jesus really is. So we can say that Jesus was a type of healer. Like, he was explaining, he's being more like a Neo, okay? Like, he was breaking the matrix, okay? But the story of Jesus in the Bible being God's only son, that's actually a whole different story. And I'm going to break down what that story really is. And God explained this to me. Okay, so we're going to say that God is probability, source, just ultimate potential. Like anything can happen, right? And this potential, this giving light, this giving source, this giving energy needs somewhere to go. So it creates what?
Balance. Yeah.
A void,
Void.
a something,
Yeah.
a nothing.
Yeah.
But a nothing is a what?
It's everything.
It's a something.
It's something. Okay.
It's a nothing, but it's a something. It's a virgin.
Yeah. You can put a lot of information.
It's a virgin of what? Of nothing.
Nothing. Okay.
And who's going to put the first son in there?
Go ahead.
God put his first son in the virgin.
Oh.
And the first son, what did it have to do?
Preach. Yeah.
Sacrifice itself to become the what? The blood of the cosmos in the virgin.
Oh.
So we all are the blood of God. Because his first son had to do the great Big Bang for all of the dust of the universe to exist within the virgin.
Okay.
Because the mother is the universe. The father is the source.
Yeah.
And Jesus was the first creation, the first son of the universe to have to sacrifice himself for all of us to exist.
That's why they say he sacrificed for everyone.
That is why we are the blood of Jesus, because we're the blood of the first son.
Yeah, yeah. That's why. Makes more sense like that. Sí, tiene más sentido así. Y luego le describan como la crucifixión y todo, porque todo lo que sacrificó, pero just in a way that we can get it. Because we don't gonna get it if they tell us the truth. Yeah, it makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. Makes a lot of sense. That's why we have the story. Pero no es la historia real. No, and Jesus Christ was the Big Bang. That's why they say, like, after Jesus, DC and AC. Y por eso llegaron los meteoritos, porque Jesús explotó and bring us to us, and that's why he sacrificed for everyone.
So God had to create the first son. The first son had to what? To die, had to explode, had to give himself up for all of us to be a part of his story.
O sea que lo que pasa es que el Big Bang is the stars.
The sun, the first
the stars.
Sun. Yes.
Es que existía la oscuridad, las luces son el Big Bang. Makes sense now. Entonces, cuando llegaba la noche, no existía. Sí pudo haber existido la luna, maybe. Pero it makes sense.
That's all those things come from Jesus. The sun.
The stars. The first.
Everything. Yeah. All stars, our sun, everything.
Yeah.
Comes from that first son. The first sacrifice.
The blue giant. The blue giant. Yeah, no, you're right. The first sun. It's a blue giant. It's a blue.
The first, the first light, the first ball.
And they started to have more light in the darkness.
The first ball had to fight and push against the collapse of itself.
Yeah.
The antimatter.
Yeah, it makes sense now.
And then it created the entire cosmos.
We are stars.
We are from the first sun.
We are stars from the universe, and this is our vessels. There's our souls that are coming from another universe too. That's why he sacrificed for everyone, so we can keep reincarnating a lot of stuff.
He had to give up his own existence for us to be here.
That's why he's saying that we always resurrect, and then basically we reincarnate because of the souls. We start moving, but because of the bad experience, because of the trauma of death, that's why we don't remember our past lives, because we live in the trauma.
Yeah, because we haven't been able to activate that level of consciousness again since our ancestors.
Why? Because
they used to connect on a deeper level. They had temples that enlightened us and brought us to higher frequencies.
I do remember that in the 4 agreements, they said that they stopped sharing that information back in the day because the apprentices were misusing them. And I know this information helps a lot of people, but other people that they're not ready, they're going to misuse it. That's why we keep this information away.
But we have to let society and humanity make that choice, because that's what the sacerdotes do. They what did Jesus say? People who hide the divinity are the problem.
It's true. We don't know who we are to like stop this sharing this information. People they needed to heal that at the end of the day.
Yep.
That,
And actually, it helps them because they know when they're acting out, they're just hurting their own soul.
that you know what, you're right, because we trying to control that. It can be controlled. There will people they're gonna like rise and like give this information. One person's gonna misuse it, another person's gonna be like, we're gonna stop and doing this, and it's gonna be an endless cycle at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Until all the people get it, that
And that's the goal, is that we're all supposed to have that awareness at some point.
so that's why we need to be always kind with everyone.
That was the idea, is that, okay, so if we come from fallen angels, which are the Nephilim, which are the Anunnaki, came here and were farming gold and literally created us, it makes sense that we are not products of God in the same way that if we learn how to make life on earth, like let's say we learn how to gene splice, or like bring back animals, or like revive things, like we are playing God in the same sense that, let's say we create, and like, okay, like we gene splice or mix human DNA with rattlesnakes and we start having snake people. And eventually they gain sentience, where they start getting smart enough because we keep teaching them, they get better, and we like selectively breed them to keep making them smarter, right? Eventually those snake people are going to have their own, like, why are we here?
Yeah.
They're going to start asking, why are we existing? And when they do that, what do? Kill them? Because that's essentially what happened. So eventually they're just like, well, these things have overpopulated and they weren't organically brought here. They were engineered to have this state of consciousness that they weren't supposed to have. And so that's why you can say that humans haven't achieved a level of enlightenment where we can connect with the greater cosmos, because it's not connecting through the outside, it's connecting through the inside.
Yeah.
But they already have that connection. Like, for example, the people of the Navi from the Avatar or whatever. How, like, think of how that culture is very intertwined with their what? With the planet, right? Yeah, like they literally connect still with the what? The plant life. Like they're meant to connect because they've evolved from it. Yeah. Right? If we were genetically engineered by an outside entity that's not from this planet, then there's a part of us that doesn't match with the what? With the soul. With the planet. With the planet. The soul of this planet. Yeah. Because we're from another planet, technically, if we're mixed with some of their DNA.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the planet has its own soul, and I think it's receiving souls from everywhere, because not all souls are from this universe. Like me, for example, they told me that I'm from a different universe.
You're not from a different universe. You might be from a different galaxy.
Galaxy. Yeah, I'm from a different galaxy.
Because this universe, we don't even know. Like, they might be from different timelines in the galaxy too. But again, like, this is the all one what?
Yeah, they told me I'm from a different galaxy. I think I'm from Andromeda, and I came here starting all the way in the 1800s. I started there. I'm an old soul. I'm a really old soul, but I don't get the people rules, honestly. Yeah, because I'm thinking, why you have to be bad with everyone if you can be good? And that's an energy thing. If you come with everyone, everything starts receiving a good vibe. Everything's starting to move. But there's people that they want to be. You know, it's sometimes it's bad, but sometimes maybe in this life you were not meant to be the number one or the main character. Maybe you were a side character, but maybe in a different life you will be the main character. But sometimes you get lucky in your origination that you can get a good number, you can get a good cards, you can get a new thing.
If you're reading Robin and you're reading from his perspective, is he the side character or the main character at that point?
From that point, it's making the main
character. So then you're always the main character.
Yeah, you
can't even look at yourself that way.
But I'm saying, like, for gifts, sometimes your way, it's not like you're gonna be that guy on that thing. You're gonna be a different guy. The story going from another thing. There's, I was rewatching Castlevania, and
I just watched that.
Really? Which one?
The
first thing? Yeah, that's the good one.
Yeah, I'm watching it right now.
Yeah, but you already finished watching, right? Because I'm going to give you spoilers. That's why.
Oh, you can tell me. I think I've already know what's going to happen. But where are you
at? The thing is, when Isaac gets on the ship with the captain, Isaac is really tired, like to He's always tired that he always have like a good time with a person and always gets messed up because of other people and they do the bad stuff. And he's getting to be the villain. And what happened? The captain tells him the next thing. You know what? If you kill humanity, you're also gonna kill the good side. There will be no more gifts, more jokes, more stories. You gotta understand that it's a balance. So he said, if you're still looking for Dracula, you're not living your life. You became a side character from a different story. And they told him like you have the power to choose. Do you want to still live the story of another person, or you want to be yourself? And what happened? Isaac understood that he can control people, but he has the resources to change people. And what happened at the end of the story? He says like I'm gonna rebuild something as a Eden to help people, and he started to do a cycle of positive energy. And that's the thing. I notice a lot of things using magic. I notice that people get freaked out when you say the truth. They don't know how to react.
Well, yeah, because it's like turning the light on. If they've never seen things before, and you just so imagine they've been living in darkness their whole life, and you turn on their light for the first time, and they can see everything. If they don't know what a refrigerator is, and they're seeing it for the first time, what's going to happen to their mind?
They're gonna freak out.
They're gonna, yeah, because they have no concept.
No.
And so as you start breaking reality down for people, they start losing their sense of reality because they start almost like freaking out, like what the hell? Like, for example, the Epstein stuff right now, right? There's this concept. I don't know if you remember this.
Mhm.
Do you remember the Ball Wilson?
Yeah. You said we talk about that, huh?
And you know what that's about, right?
No, tell me. I don't think I remember. Okay.
Okay. So there was this thing called like frazzle drip. You
Mhm.
heard of it?
No. Okay. No. So we didn't talk about this, huh?
Okay. So in Epstein's Island, or in these places, they have these masks on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
You want to know what they're made out of?
What? Why?
Skin.
Oh, really? Like Leatherface? Okay.
Human skin.
Human skin. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So what they would do, and so what you saw is like there was a bunch of celebrities that had these like jackets that had this like face on it, and it was like a red face with like it looked like Wilson,
Mm-hmm.
right? Same face. All those are in reference to a situation where they surgically removed a kid's face. They wore it and looked at the kid while they were wearing the face so that the adrenaline in their blood would reach through. They surgically removed their face, left their eyeballs in so they could see themselves, and they would drink their blood as they were watching themselves their face be on somebody else.
Damn, that's.
And so this is the level that they're going to for blood magic. Like this is the degree that they're going to and how bad it can be.
No, you're not supposed to work from blood. It's because
that's what the elites are doing right now. That's actually what they're doing.
No, it's because the alchemist said that there was a bad thing working with. Yeah, we have power on the because you know that there's a little percentage of gold, right, on a blood, so you can work on that.
Well, what they're doing is they're trying to get high. They're trying to stay young. So they're drinking the blood of the young to stay young.
That's not how it works, but okay.
That's what, and they also pray to. Okay, so for example, Jeffrey Epstein's bank account. Do you know the name of it?
No.
Ball.
No, Ball.
Do you know who Ball is?
No.
Moloch.
Moloch?
Ball. He is the god that you sacrifice children to. You burn them.
Shoot. Okay.
And he grants you power because of it.
Mm-hmm.
This is the original deity of the Israelites that were so there was Judaism and there was Israel. Israel was praying to Baal. They were doing blood sacrifices. So first they did animals, then they were doing adults, and then eventually they started doing children.
Shit.
So that's what the elites are doing. And we know we have to document it. That this is what they're doing.
Yeah.
That they are sacrificing and drinking and eating people. So they're doing black magic right now.
I didn't know about that. Well, I don't follow too much about politics, that's why. But I know that black magic's actually it's not that effective because the energy to stay young, it's more like in a positive way.
They are talking to deities and entities
Mhm.
that are from that realm of existence. So I'll give you another. You know Diablo, right?
Yeah.
You know the original story of Diablo 1?
No, I haven't heard play that one.
Okay. There was a king that united all these kingdoms, right? But Diablo wanted to come back. So he got the disciples or somebody to take the king's son. But the king thought the people did it. And he was a devout, like God loving person, like devout, right? And what they ended up doing to the child was they tortured it so bad that all of its nightmares, they were using the screams of the child to summon demons into this realm,
Mm-hmm.
using the imagination and subconscious of the child and torturing the child
Mm-hmm.
to bring demons. And their way of torturing it to the maximum capacity was they made the child turn into Diablo. So it made a little boy turn into the giant Diablo, and it felt the pain of its skin ripping. And they reported that was how they summoned demons into the world, was using the pain of the child. Well, what movie talks about that?
There was a movie
Called Monsters.
Monster Inc. Yeah, Monster Inc. They do that. They use the
Oh, what
screams
were they
of
using?
screams.
Yeah.
There are demons looking for shit. That's why the voice.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, makes sense. There are demons.
Yeah, they were literally. You know what seemed crazy?
Yeah.
So the FBI, right?
Yeah.
Before they were working with the CIA,
Mm-hmm.
remember they used to have like milk cartons with like kids' pictures on them? That was so effective they had to stop doing that because they were seeing where the children were being trafficked.
Shoot.
Yeah. Yeah. All those saving kids in Africa, what do you think they were doing? Trafficking.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, trafficking.
Yeah. All those programs.
Shit.
That's what they were doing.
Yeah.
Blood magic. So you say it's not effective, it's very effective.
No,
Because vampires, in order to survive, they need zombies. Because zombies don't what?
Mm-hmm.
Notice.
Mm-hmm.
Zombies are rocks. Vampires are paper.
Mm-hmm.
And schizos are people that are awake. Magicians.
Yeah.
Right?
Scissors.
Scissors, right? So paper covers the rock. That's politicians. Okay. So if the government gives you a piece of paper and says you own this house, right? Who can decide that you don't own it anymore?
People.
The government.
The government.
But if that government loses power,
when people don't stop.
So does that paper mean anything anymore?
No.
So that paper only means as much as you put value into it and the government. Mm-hmm. So if your government falls, if we go to World War III and we lose everything, guess what?
We're not going to be able.
You've lost all those things that you thought you owned.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't know.
No.
So you have psychopaths, you have schizos, and you have normies. Normies are rocks. Mm-hmm. You know those people in your life that are like, oh, whatever, it doesn't affect me, I don't care. Like they believe they know a lot, but they know a lot of what?
Nothing.
But because they know a lot of nothing, they feel like they know something.
Yeah.
Because it's stuff, but it's a lot of what?
Nothing.
They're rocks.
Yeah.
They don't like change. They like things to be what?
Stay
the same. The same. They don't want change. People that are scissors like to stay sharp.
Yeah.
They like to know things. They like to be aware. They see through the what? So when they're cutting through all the facts and putting them all together, that's the scissor people. Mm-hmm. Cutting everything up and what? Aligning it, right? And then you have paper, which is psychopaths. Mm-hmm. Psychopaths just want what? To consume, right? Yeah. So they'll keep putting paperwork in front of paperwork to keep you confused so you never see what they're doing to you, mm-hmm. right? And as they keep what?
Yeah, feeding. Yeah.
But they cover the rock, and when the scissor tries to cut the rock free, the rock what?
Yeah, smash.
Because it thinks the scissors are what? The crazy one when it's really the
papers. No, you're right. Sí, tienes razón. They put us as the crazy ones because we're telling stuff that they don't want to know. And they're like, está loco. No le hagan caso al gobierno. Está loco. Aquí está la verdad. Yeah, you're right. It happens a lot. And what happens, they create soldiers than zombies. Yeah.
And they can keep being vampires, which are literally bloodsuckers.
Sí.
Literally.
But the vampires, it's not like blood sucking. It's more like an energy. They still.
No, they actually eat people.
Oh shit!
On top of that, no, I'm not even kidding. They're eating people.
No, I believe you. Okay, they don't know that.
Like they're not. I'm not like they will sexually abuse them and then eat them. Mm-hmm. That's actually what they're doing. They call it pizza. It's in the emails.
Yeah. No, you're right.
They call it pizza, hot dog. They literally are doing this. Beef jerky.
Yeah, I've heard.
There was emails where Epstein was trying to figure out how to prevent the enzyme that causes like this one disease that happens when you eat people to stop affecting him.
Okay.
He actually had to go on a diet from stopping himself from eating people. Like in the emails, he's like, I'm getting sick from eating people too much. Like he was trying to find the cure for cannibalism. Like in the emails, they were trying to find the cure for certain enzymes. That's how bad it is right now. I'm telling you, like the spiritual warfare is on another level. Mm-hmm. Do you know what the Tower of Babylon's about?
It's the tower that got all the way tall and they shoot an arrow to God. No, they got to all the way up heaven.
Guess what the Tower of Babylon was praying to?
What?
Moloch.
Oh, shit. I don't know that.
Baal. It was one centralized government trying to fight God by praying to who?
Shit, I didn't
to
know
Baal.
That. Yeah, to Baal.
So they were praying to, they were sacrificing their what? Mm-hmm. Babylonia. They were sacrificing their children to Baal. So what did God do?
Mm-hmm. They changed the languages.
Because when you have different languages, the people that are crazy can't what?
Tell them.
How are you going to control someone that doesn't speak your what?
Language? You can.
Symbols.
Symbols.
You need to break the symbols apart so they can't control them all. Mm-hmm. So we need the different tribes so that one centralized power can't what?
Yeah. They're saying the Latin language is the original ones. Yeah.
That's why he had to punish them all for building that tower, because he was like, you guys are praying to the wrong God.
Yeah. Okay.
And you guys are being controlled. So he changed the language, and then they all were like, blah, 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 blah. Well, you can't communicate. You can't control them because they don't understand you. So how can you systematically control everybody if no one speaks the same language?
You can't. That's why we had to speak different languages.
So he wasn't mad that you were getting to God. He was mad that you were praying to the wrong God and you were killing people as a result. You were killing his children.
That's why they say jealousy. Okay, it's a jealous God. Yeah.
Because Baal is a jealous God.
Yeah.
Right? That's why Jesus was saying what the Israelites were doing was wrong. That's why they got banished. Like the Jewish people got banished because they were praying to who? To Baal.
Yeah, I can imagine the angel like, God, they're rebelling. Oh, not anymore. Not anymore.
Yes. So they had to create the tower. They had to create confusion because they were starting to pray to the wrong person. There's too much concentralized power. Because the banking system, everything was what? Under one control.
Yeah. No, you're right. You're absolutely right. That's why people, they start to like speaking English because that's the main language right now. But other countries, they don't like that.
And if you look at the Vatican, if you see the symbols of the way the priests dress and all these things, you'll start seeing that there's also similar references to the Babylonian system. The Golden Globes. No, is it the Oscars? It's where's the statue of the golden people? The Emmys? I can't remember. There's like the golden statue.
The Oscars.
Is it the Oscars?
Yeah, the Oscars.
One of them is Babylonia.
Oh shit!
I'm not even. They pray to Babylonia. Yeah.
So Gilgamesh was true.
Oh, that's what the emails are about from Hillary.
Gilgamesh?
Yes.
Yeah, he's true.
So what happened was we invaded. I think it was Iraq, right? We invaded Iraq because they found Gilgamesh's tomb. So all of a sudden, the U.S. built a base on top of the tomb so they wouldn't steal anything. But that's what the emails from Hillary was about. Was about what?
Gilgamesh.
And the rings and summoning what?
Damn.
Why do you think Israel is killing red heifers and putting the red heifer's blood in the soil? Because that's what the king Solomon did to summon demons. They had to sacrifice 300 red heifers. The 300. Dude.
Yeah, no.
That ring story is real.
Yeah, no.
That's actually how it works.
It's kind of funny because there were homies that they were like, hey, can you get like a replica? And I'm like, dude, we're not playing with those things. That thing is really like high thing. No, you don't want to play with that. It's not that easy.
That's why they say that that they're already talking to alternative things, because the ancient demonic technology, the sigils, are actually being used right now in technology in today's, like the different chips and stuff. they are using those sigils.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same sigils that are, and you've seen them, that they're the same sigils. So something about this sigil has power and frequency just as much as has a frequency. Well, guess what these are?
Mm-hmm.
These are also frequencies.
See.
So they're bad for, they're negative. They're bringing the bad juju. And you could say maybe too, right? Maybe these negative entities are the amalgamation of like different dimension people like communicating through that energy, that frequency, like rage, right? Like everybody that connects through that, we used to call them like Saturn or Mercury or whatever, like those emotions. And when you're talking about something, you're accessing something about that energy or frequency.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with music, right? Like when you're listening to certain music, it's going to make you experience certain vibrations and energies, and it's going to make you feel a certain way.
Yeah.
And other people probably feel similar. It's like when I'm listening to hardcore, it's going to give me a different frequency, a different experience than if I'm listening to like EDM.
Yeah.
Like different vibrational experiences, just as much as you remember like the oscillator? And it's like whatever sound is like making that. I feel like that's what frequency can do.
Mm-hmm.
Like they say hate can look like, you've seen the cymatics or whatever, the book, like hate looks like it's all like right. Well, that same frequency is going to affect you in the same way.
Mm-hmm. No, yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. Esto va a afectar a cualquier cosa porque we always tell them like if you want to get a line or you're having issues to sleep, you gotta listen to a sacred frequency that helps you all like to get together, because we don't get it that our body's doing frequency, but we don't know it because we can hear it. So what we do, we use as a reference the ears. The ears listen to the frequency. What happens? The body starts like aligning again in that frequency. Yeah, it's a frequency energy. It's like Bluetooth sometimes.
How's the drumming going with frequency?
How's the drumming?
Frequency, because that's a big part of it.
That's the thing. Sometimes people, is how do you perceive magic? This is how you perceive magic. You need to know that the drum has like a life. So if you hit it one time, it's gonna like vibrate to a certain, but it's short. It's like a shotgun. But if you let your body loose and let all the energy like go through, you're gonna hit it and you're gonna feel the magic that you send to other people. Those people that send the vibration that they hit, the boom, the feeling. And it's really hard to explain it in words, but if you say it, it's like sending energy, but using a tool, like a conduit.
Yep.
You're already in a conduit and you're using another conduit to amplify that energy. And you can feel it because there's people that they memorize it, but they don't feel it. And there's like people like, okay, yeah, I'll listen to it. But there's people that they are feeling it and just throwing the energy. Get it?
Yep.
Yeah. So that's how it works in drumming. It's like sending like a spell cast. It's like a one. Es una varita. Boom, it's like the same thing with the drums. Boom, you hit it, but you feel you gotta. It's like karate. You gotta put it to a certain movement. Boom, and you do it like that. You send the energy over there.
Yeah, you have to trust your muscle memory. Like, I want this sound. You have to trust that your body knows how to make that sound.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's exactly what I was referring about. And that's how it worked in magic. Even with the guitar, they were telling me, I'm not sure if that's true, but they're saying that the only instrument that the devil can play is the guitar. I'm not sure about that.
Which is the fiddle.
The fiddle? Well, it's saying that that's the only instrument that the devil can play. It's the guitar.
It's the violin.
It's a violin?
Yeah.
They told me it was the guitar.
No, it's the fiddle.
Yeah, I was not sure about the guitar.
It's the fiddle, but you can pluck it. It's supposed to be the fiddle.
Yeah, maybe it's gonna be the fiddle then.
Yeah.
Okay. And I don't know. There's
Which
like
a fiddle is they say what's the difference between the fiddle and a violin and the redneck at the end. Yeah.
Well, that people who play that instrument, they're really like. Yeah. So they say people that they play that instrument, they're really spiritual, and that's the only instrument that the devil can play. Why? I don't know. I haven't like figured it out yet, but I know there's a lot of instruments that have different enchants, and if you trust yourself and you know how music moves like water, you can sell a lot of spell casts. That's what Jimi Hendrix was the big thing back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, water is really important.
Beatles.
It's the flow. Yeah, well, that was the problem. A lot of artists, because of the different. So if you know who owns the music records and labels, there's a very specific group of people that own them. So they're going to perpetuate a certain type of genre in music, and the people that try to fight within that system end up losing because you can't fight the music industry.
Yeah.
It's going to beat you into submission.
Mm-hmm.
So people that want to get big, if you notice, a lot of people who end up getting famous and getting the music all end up having a lot of satanic type of like imagery.
Mm-hmm.
Like think about it, right? Like everybody that you know that's like a famous artist right now has had at some point started using what kind of energy?
They're positive and
And
negative.
demonic.
Demonic energy. Yeah.
Taylor Swift,
Yeah.
Sam Smith.
Kanye West. No.
I don't know if he has.
Kanye is 11.
No, he's the only one that's trying to like fight the system. So he's bad, but yeah. Think about some other people. So like
bad people.
Bad Bunny,
Bad
right? No, other people. Bad Bunny, Lady Gaga, Cardi B, all like Nicki Minaj. I think probably Drake at some point. Like they all use demonic like imagery like in their like sets. What's another the Dave Matthews Band Experience or whatever, like I think that's another one.
Okay.
They're using like demonic stuff now, like literally if you watch their like performances, it's a bunch of what demons and stuff. Like negative, like consumerism, like you'll see it, like you can't hide from it anymore. It literally happens all the time. Like Amigos, another band that went to that direction. Travis
Scott,
Scott, also demonic. Scott. I'm telling you, like think about it. How many of that not what's it called? The guy Uzi Verse, another one, demonic.
I need to check on that because the music I keep it away. I don't know why I haven't like called that kind of music.
At this point, if you're listening to the stuff they're having now, it's not even them. If you're listening to them when they first start, that's more them.
Yeah.
Stuff that's now, they're just doing it because that's their contract. It's not them. Unless they're doing it out of a passion project. But a lot of them is not even them anymore. I mean, most of them are ghost artists. Again, they're just trying to make a buck. Is it really for them, or are they just, And it's like, are they struggling, or are they financially just whatever, and I don't care, and I'm a slave to a system?
Yeah, no, you're right.
I look at Justin Bieber, another demonic, right? But he's got some crazy stuff in his stuff.
Yeah, I think he got out in some way. He got out.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff on his.
And he's Blake. Imagine he's a therapist. Imagine his therapist.
Yeah, he's seen too much.
Yeah.
Well, that's it from our podcast today, man.
No, yeah. Appreciate always being here. It's an honor being here.
Good, man. I appreciate you. It's always more fun to have somebody to talk to than talk to myself. I'll end up. I can talk for an hour and a half. Actually, one day I'll show you the other video I did, because I was like a full, like from start to end. I just killed it all. Like I just was on it. So.
Oh, wow.
All right. Well, see you guys on the next one. Later.
Adios.